You felt this anger before you watched someone speak with shallow ideas, obvious mistakes, and almost no understanding, and yet people listen to them. They gain followers, they gain authority. Sometimes they even lead entire institutions, and inside you a quiet thought forms. How can people not see it? You're not confused because you think you're superior. You're confused because you believe intelligence should naturally rise to the top, but history whispers a much darker answer. It often doesn't, and the uncomfortable part is this: it's not only their fault, it's ours. Let me tell you something Machiavelli understood 500 years ago. Power does not go to the most intelligent person. Power goes to the most convincing person in the prince. Machiavelli observed rulers not as they should be, but as they actually were. He noticed that successful leaders were rarely philosophers. They were performers of certainty. They projected clarity even when reality was chaotic. Why? Because human beings fear uncertainty more than they fear being misled. A leader who says, "I am absolutely sure," calms people. A wise person who says, "It's complicated," unsettles them. So guess who people follow? Plato described this long before Machiavelli. In the allegory of the cave prisoners sit chained, watching shadows on a wall. One person escapes and sees the real world. When he returns to explain the truth, the others don't celebrate him. They reject him, not because he is wrong, because he is disturbing. Truth is disorienting. Certainty is comforting. The philosopher brings complexity. The confident speaker brings relief, and human psychology often chooses relief. You might think the problem is ignorance. Bonhoeffer, writing during one of history's darkest periods, warned that the real danger wasn't simply evil, it was stupidity, not lack of intelligence, but surrender of independent thought. He observed that people under pressure don't always follow cruel leaders because they are forced to. They follow because thinking is exhausting. To think requires doubt. Doubt creates anxiety, and anxiety makes people desperate for simple answers. So when someone appears with bold confidence and simple explanations, many willingly hand over their judgment. The leader feels powerful, but the crowd feels safe. Here is the twist that hurts the most. You believe manipulation succeeds because people are deceived often. It succeeds because people want to believe. Complex reality demands responsibility. Simple narratives remove it. If problems are complicated, you must struggle with them. If someone claims, "I alone know the answer," your burden disappears, and the human mind, tired and overwhelmed, accepts to trade freedom in exchange for certainty. Nietzsche saw another layer. He believed people often resent intelligence, not consciously, but emotionally. Someone who speaks carefully forces others to think. Someone who speaks boldly allows others to relax. So the careful thinker sounds hesitant. The confident fool sounds strong. Strength attracts trust. Hesitation sounds like weakness, even when it is honesty. This is why public life often rewards decisiveness more than wisdom. A wrong answer delivered confidently travels further than a correct answer delivered cautiously. But there is a deeper psychological reason you don't only choose leaders, you choose comfort. Every day your brain faces overwhelming complexity, choices, responsibilities, uncertainty about the future. Your mind seeks relief, so you naturally gravitate toward voices that simplify reality, not because you are unintelligent, because you are human. Your brain is built to reduce anxiety, not maximize truth, and confident people provide emotional certainty. Wise people provide intellectual effort. Most people, especially when tired or afraid, choose emotional certainty. Here's the uncomfortable part. You may believe you are immune, but you are not. Every time you accept a simple explanation because it feels good, every time you trust confidence over evidence, every time you ignore doubt because certainty feels calmer, you participate. Power is not held only by those who seek it. It is granted by those who stop questioning. Machiavelli didn't just reveal how rulers control people. He revealed how people invite control. This also explains something personal. Why you often stay silent. You notice errors, you see oversimplifications, but you hesitate to speak. Why? Because careful thinking requires nuance. Nuance is slow, nuance is uncertain, nuance is hard to communicate in a world addicted to speed. So louder voices dominate, not always because they are stronger, but because they are simpler. The tragedy is not that foolish leaders exist. The tragedy is that wisdom struggles to compete with clarity. Truth is heavy. Certainty is light, and people carry light things more easily. Yet history repeatedly shows something important. Confidence can seize power, but only wisdom can sustain it. When reality eventually contradicts illusion, consequences arrive, sometimes slowly, sometimes painfully, and at that moment, societies begin searching for the very voices they once ignored. The careful ones, the thoughtful ones, the hesitant ones, the ones who said, "We should think first." So what does this mean for you? It means intelligence alone is not enough. Wisdom without courage becomes invisible. If thoughtful people remain silent because they fear imperfection, they leave the stage to those who do not fear being wrong. And silence is not neutrality, it is space. Space that someone else will fill. The world is not shaped only by the loudest voices. It is shaped by who refuses to speak. You cannot control who seeks power, but you can control whether you abandon your judgment. You can question certainty, even your own. You can tolerate complexity instead of fleeing from it. And most importantly, you can choose not to trade your thinking for comfort, because power rarely begins with tyranny. It begins with relief. Relief from doubt, relief from effort, relief from responsibility. And the moment you stop asking questions, someone else begins answering them for you. So tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself one quiet question. Are foolish leaders rising? Or are thoughtful people slowly stepping aside?